Hey everyone, today's video is going to be straight to the point, and basically what you're looking at there is some nasty water stains on the headliner of my 2012 Chevy Cruze. And if you have something similar to this, I'm going to show you today how you can probably reduce the stains by quite a bit, if not get rid of them completely. And what we're going to use today is a couple of simple things here. So as you can see on my seat there, I have a brush, a microfiber towel, and some all-purpose cleaner. And of course my choice is Meguiar's all-purpose cleaner because this stuff is fantastic and it's worked well for me over the years. And a stain like this that I have here, this stain's a few years old. Ideally you'd want to get rid of the stain as soon as possible, because the longer you leave it like I did, it's going to take longer, if not become impossible to get rid of. And the only reason I left it was simply because I was lazy and I just didn't get to it. And now I'm pretty much taking reactive measurements, you know, instead of having it done when it was fresh. So it's damn near impossible to get rid of the stain completely, because with headliners you can't really use an aggressive method. You have to use the least aggressive method, because you can easily damage your headliner. And so we're not going to do that. Basically all I'm going to do, I'm going to shake up my bottle of all-purpose cleaner and I'm going to spray the area, maybe with a not such a sharp spray there, but I'm going to spray the area with a bit more all-purpose cleaner, and we're going to basically, that's about as wet as you want to get it at the most. Anything more than that and you're risking introducing more stains into the headliner, and obviously that's not what we're doing here. So now that I have that all-purpose cleaner sitting on there, I'll let it dwell for a minute, and then I'm going to take my brush that I showed you earlier. This is just a standard brush. You can pretty much get these anywhere. It's a boar's hair brush. It's not very aggressive. This is exactly what we're looking for in this kind of situation. And I'm just going to lightly agitate the spot. And this video is going to be shaky because I can't really set the tripod up here, so I'm going to do this with one hand and attempt to get as much of the stain out as possible. So Meguiar's all-purpose cleaner, it has something in it that it works extremely well on fabric, especially because it's got what they call optical brighteners. I don't know what that is or if that's actually something that works, but in my mind over the last 9 years it's done wonders for me. Carpet, any kind of other interior cleanup, fantastic stuff. So you're gonna agitate that. I'm gonna move on to this bigger stain, which is gonna be way harder to clean, but let's see what we can do. And like I said, please don't mind the shaky video. I shake a lot as it is because of all the coffee I drink, and this is probably just coming across way more shaky because, you know, working with one hand and whatnot. But as you can see, it's like midnight right now. Just got in my car and decided to make a video because saw this headline or saw this stain, and it's just starting to get to me. So yeah, after 2 years. Okay. Alright, so I don't know how easy it is to tell on camera, but in person there's definitely a bit of improvement with the way the stain looks. It's not completely gone yet, but that's only the first pass with the all-purpose cleaner. What we're going to do now is we're going to wipe this down with a microfiber and do the procedure all over again and see if we can get any more of it out. So we're going to take our microfiber, which is just a regular microfiber towel. I'm going to wipe off as much of this excess all-purpose cleaner as we can. Same thing up here. Let's see. I'd say I got a decent amount of stain on here, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at this. I'm gonna give this a minute to dry off. Okay, so I got that. I gave it about a minute to dry off, and I've got the heat going in my car now to help it out a little bit, but after the first pass, it's looking significantly better, in my opinion. So we're gonna give this another dousing of all-purpose cleaner here. We're gonna give it one more round and see what we're looking at after that. I see a little bit of it there still. And like I said at the beginning of the video, you'll be lucky if you get the stain completely out. But the goal here is to make sure that you're not going to damage the headliner at all, because then you're looking at something way more costly. So with that agitated, I'm going to do the same thing with the microfiber. Wipe it down, get rid of all the excess all-purpose cleaner, and try to pull some of that, much of that stain off of there as possible. Okay, so that's looking decent. And then up here where you had the majority of the stain, we're gonna give it a bit more of a wipe down here. Well, I'd say it looks pretty good after 2 passes, and basically I'm pretty happy with that overall compared to what it looked like before. Huge improvement. So you can either stop here, call it a day, let it dry off, see what it looks like after it's dry, or you can give it 1 more pass or 2 more passes. But I'd stress that you should let it dry off because you don't want to get it too wet. Okay guys, so I gave it a 3rd pass off of camera here, using the exact same methods I used in the last 2 passes, just to see if I can pull any more of that off of there. And I gave it a couple of minutes to dry off now. It's been about 5 minutes since I did the last pass. I didn't saturate it overly, so it's I would say it's about 60 to 70% dry. And although you can still see some of the water stain, some of the more stubborn stuff is not coming out, but it's a significant improvement to what it was before. And had I not been so lazy and just taken care of it when it first started appearing, I could have probably had it looking like new again. But I'll do a side-by-side comparison of what it looked like before and after, and I can tell you it's pretty significant. Like, to be honest with you, looking through my phone onto the spot, I can see the stain a little bit more through the camera than I can see in person, which is weird, but it's like the camera's picking it up a little bit better. But in person, it's a lot less than what you see on the screen, so weird. But anyways, so that technique can help you out with headliners and just headliner stains in general. It doesn't have to be water stains. If you're going to clean your headliner, just keep it simple. Use some all-purpose cleaner, a soft brush, and a microfiber towel to, wipe it down after, and that's pretty much all it is. So if you like this video, guys, if you found it helpful at all, or if you know anybody that will find this helpful, let them know. Maybe you can go teach them how to clean their headliner. But give me a like, leave me a comment if you know of a way of getting this done even faster or better, or let me know in the comments if I could have done something better, or if this helped you and all that kind of stuff. And your likes and your comments, they do help out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys want to see more content such as this, maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll be doing a lot more how-to videos to do with cars and mostly automotive detailing related. But if you guys have any sort of interest in that sort of stuff, just subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, enough rambling. I'm going to shut her down, and thanks for watching.